Hey, Wember World Entertainment, and interesting news has broken about Amazon's God of War series that they have in production. Yeah, they were going to turn the game into a TV series, and a lot of people were concerned about the showrunner that was Rafe Jenkins, who of course was the showrunner of Wheel of Time, which of course did not go down well with fans, the Wheel of Time fans that is. And of course, God of War fans, when they heard that name, went, uh-oh. Now, apparently this is a joint adaptation between Sony and Amazon. However, an interesting story has broken because not just has Jenkins been removed, the entire production team that was under him have been removed. Now, the report we're going to look at here, or the article I should say, says they exited, while all the other ones have pretty much confirmed that they were all fired. So let's dive into this because this is crazy. So it says, Rafe Jenkins, the showrunner for Amazon's MGM Studios' Wheel of Time series, has reportedly exited Amazon and Sony's in-development live-action God of War series due to Sony and Amazon wanting to go in a different creative direction. According to Joe Otterson at Variety, Jenkins, who was slated to be the show's showrunner, exited alongside his fellow executive producers Hawk Osby and Mirk Ferguson. Yes, it says Mirk, not Mark. Their exit comes after they had reportedly completed multiple scripts for the series. As for the reason for their exit, Otterson shared it was due to Amazon and fellow studio Sony Pictures Television deciding to go in a different creative direction. The series was initially announced back in December 2022, with Amazon revealing it would adapt the 2018 God of War game that saw Kratos live in Norway in the realm of the Norse gods, rather than adapting the original games that saw him bring war to the Greek gods. The company revealed a brief description. The show follows Kratos, the God of War, who, after exiling himself from his blood-soaked past in ancient Greece, hangs up his weapons forever in the Norse realm of Midgard. When his beloved wife dies, Kratos sets off on a dangerous journey with his estranged son Atreus to spread her ashes from the highest peak, his wife's final wish. Kratos soon realizes the journey is an epic quest in disguise, one which will test the bonds between father and son, and force Kratos to battle new gods and monsters for the fate of the world. It's unclear what kind of different creative direction Amazon and Sony want that Jenkins and his team were not offering. Jenkins' work on Wheel of Time has been roundly panned by fans of Robert Jordan's books. And then it kind of just goes on then about the game and stuff. But it's interesting saying, oh, they exited because creative differences. But apparently they were fired. That it was Amazon and Sony had a look at the scripts and stuff and went, we don't want this, we want to go in a completely different direction, and got rid of them. It wasn't the case of we want you to rework it or anything, it was that they straight up got rid of them. And I think a lot of people would be happy about that, but also concerned as well at the same time, because it's the case of, well, better the enemy you know, rather than them bringing in someone else and maybe making it even worse. Because let's face it, who knows what direction they could go in? Who knows what direction they were going in? Maybe it's the case that they were going a little too far into kind of modern audience direction. And maybe Sony and Amazon realized, hang on, things aren't going well with Wheel of Time or Rings of Power or any of that stuff. Maybe for this one, maybe we stick to the source material. Maybe we go back to the earlier games. And maybe they did say to Jenkins and whatnot, hey, look, we want to go back in that direction. And maybe they were like, no, I think we should stick with this. So they fired them. Who knows? I'm sure more information will come out. Probably not from official end of things, probably from people within the companies who have knowledge of the situation. Maybe they'll come out and kind of go, it was actually because of this and that, and that's why they got rid of them and stuff. But it'll be interesting to see what happens. Of course, the one thing this will do is slow down them actually getting to make it, because now they're going to be in that position of, well, now we need to find a whole new team, which, if they choose people they're already working with, could be a good thing, could be a terrible thing. Or they could bring in outside people, which again could be a good thing or a terrible thing. It all depends on what creative minds they bring in, and that is a massive issue in today's climate with these people, because they just come in and want to bastardize everything. Oh yeah, God of War, cool, let's make it this instead of that, and you'll get that type of stuff. So we'll wait and see what happens and what comes about of this, and see if more clarity comes out as to what this new direction they want to go in is, and what exactly led to the others being kicked out. But it's interesting. So with that, I shall leave it there for this one. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Cheers, and I'll catch you in the next one.